If you are either on your healing journey thinking about starting it or pretty deep into it, you know that it can be a challenge and it may even be a little overwhelming at times. So I wanted to focus on the positive note. So today I will be talking about 5 things that you'll notice to know you're on the right path. 5 positive things you'll notice. So the first one is one that I reiterate a lot on this channel. That is that people mirror you. Your outer reality mirrors you and your thoughts and your beliefs. So whether it's people, experiences, anything. When you're in a negative headspace, you're going to notice more negative things, more inconveniences, more mean people, just negativity all around. But when you're on your healing journey and you get to a certain point, you'll start to notice the opposite of this, which is positive things, positive people, positive experiences. People will start treating you better, and you'll see people treating each other better. Not even just you, you'll see it from an outside perspective too. And this is because your thoughts are starting to change into something that's more positive, and you're starting to see the more positive things in life. And so you're attracting them into you, and so you'll have better experiences with all things. I found it very interesting that people would just be nicer. Whether it's family members, strangers, whoever it was, they would start changing too. Their attitudes would be more positive, which is something that I found so interesting. And I've seen that it's a very common thing as people are doing their inner work healing journey. On to the next one. So people compare themselves a lot to each other, and with social media now especially, it's so easy to see people's lives and be like, I wish I could switch with them, I wish I could trade places with them. But on your healing journey, when you get to a certain point, you'll start to notice that you wouldn't rather be somebody else, because you're starting to gain a firmer connection with yourself on a more deep emotional level. And rather than seeing other people and the things they have as something to be jealous of, you see it as something that you can achieve too. And so it doesn't seem so far out of your reach. And yes, some people have different lives, and maybe you wish that some things could be easier, but when you get to this point at your healing journey, you know that if everybody in the world was to throw their problems into a pile and you could pick whichever one you wanted, you would end up going back and picking yours, because you wouldn't want everybody else's problems. You knew how to work through yours. Yours are familiar. Yours are the best ones for you because you chose this life. Even if the things you've experienced aren't optimal, neither are the other ones for other people. You know yours well. You know how to work through it. You're working through it right now. But you'll definitely notice that you'll have more hope and belief in yourself as well. So you wouldn't need to change places with somebody to enjoy your life, because you know that you can achieve any goals or good things in life because you have a more positive outlook and view of yourself. Now on to the next one. So the quote, you can only love others as much as you love yourself, and you cannot pour from an empty cup. So basically, the main thought here is that you'll start to realize that you do need to be putting yourself first. It is important to put yourself first. And there's so many people who argue this because they are unhealed. And you'll know, doing this healing work, how important it is to treat yourself well, because you are the person that's always going to be there. People come and go in our lives, but you are the only person that is always going to be there. Throughout this entire life, any other life, at every point, it's always going to be you. Your happiness, your everything is up to you, so you might as well treat yourself well. So the statement, you can't pour from an empty cup, envision it as a glass of water that represents you and your energy. When it's full, that's when you are content, right? And when it's overflowing, that's when you have the energy to share with others. That's when you have the room to help people. And you'll do a damn good job of it too, because you're already at the place where you're completely content and your cup is filled. So you'll have that to contribute to others. But if you're trying to pour from an empty cup or a cup that's not full, you're not going to be quite so helpful, and you're certainly not going to be helping yourself in any way. It's not a healthy thing to do. And then the quote, you can only love others as much as you love yourself, goes off of that same last one. But you'll notice on your healing journey, at some point, it'll completely make sense why you need to put yourself first in all situations, because you're the one who's always going to be there for yourself. And if you're somebody who really enjoys helping others, of course you can still help others, but you have to put yourself first, because you're not going to be too much of a help if you're trying to help people when you can't even help yourself. And when you realize this, it brings so much peace. Now the next one is, you'll notice the importance of the people you spend the most time around. So the quote, you are the 6 people you spend the most time with, is true. You are influenced by the people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with negative people, you're going to have more of a negative mindset. If you surround yourself with people who have bad habits, you're going to end up like them. Even if it's in more minor ways and not taking it to an extreme, you're still going to take on negative characteristics from those people because they're who you surround yourself with. So you'll notice more and more the people around you will start to stick out more, and you'll really grow to question, are these the right people I should spend my time with? And the second you notice that, and then start to work towards fixing that problem, bringing in better people into your life, distancing yourself from negative people, cutting negative people out of your life altogether. I know it depends, because sometimes they're family members, but you get the drift. You'll notice you don't want to spend so much time around these type of people anymore, the negative people, if there were a lot of negative people who you spend a lot of time with. Alright, and now the 5th one, you'll realize that you're not a victim to your circumstances anymore. When we're in a negative headspace, we claim all of the negativity, all of the bad things in our lives, the things that are holding us back, the bad things that happen to us. We let them define us and then let them hold us back as a result. And it's a good excuse when you're thinking that way, because it gives you a reason to not have to look at what's really going on, or to admit that it's time to make a change. But at some point, you start to realize that these things don't define you, and they're not an excuse, and you can even use them in your favor. That's what alchemy is for. Turn your pain into passion. Turn it all into creation, or motivation, or passion. So one more time. 1, you'll notice that people are starting to treat you better, because your reality is a mirror. 2, you won't want to trade places with people anymore. You'll know that you can achieve anything you want to, and other people's lives won't seem as amazing as they once did to you, because you'll have a deeper connection with yourself. 3, you'll understand the importance of putting yourself first. No more people pleasing, no more trying to pour from an empty cup or not fully filled cup. You will realize when you get to the point that your cup is full, that it is so much more fulfilling and helpful to the other people when your cup is overflowing. 4, you are the people you surround yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with negative people, you're going to notice more negativity in your life when you get to this point, and you'll start to notice the importance of having positive people around, and people who are driven to their goals and improving in a healthy way, of course. And then realizing that you are not a victim to your circumstances, and they don't have to hold you back anymore. You do not have to let them hold you back anymore. They don't define you. You choose how you want your life to be. So these are 5 things that you'll notice on your healing journey that will let you know that you are going in the right direction. Please let me know if you've experienced any of these, or if there's any ones you would like to add. Let me know in the comments. If you like self-improvement content, all about self-love, mindset, all of that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a like if you liked it, and feel free to comment any video suggestions if you have any in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.